Yo guys, what is up? I am the Original Gamer, and today I'm going to be doing something very different than from what I usually do. So today, as you can read by the title, I'm going to be doing a top 10 list, and for this list, I'm going to be choosing my top 10 Alola Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now when I say Alola Pokemon, I don't mean the Alolan forms of the Generation 1 Pokemon like Raichu or Marowak. I'm talking about the whole completely new 7th generation of Pokemon. So let's jump right in. Now first off, before I start these, I don't know if I'm pronouncing, I don't know how to pronounce these names, these are new. So if I pronounce anything wrong, just correct me down in the comments section below. Number 10. Starting right off at number 10, I chose Turtonater. I mean, just look at this guy. He's a freaking turtle with, it looks like a, lava. I know he's a fire type. He's a fire type, and he has freaking rocks on his back, and he freaking looks like Bowser mixed with Magmar. I mean, it looks really cool. He has layers of colors, which goes from red to yellow to brown. I mean, everything about this Pokemon looks cool. Some people might think that he looks really stupid, and I mean, I don't know, I kind of like him. Number 9. On number 9, I chose Minear. Now, first off, this guy, he has two forms. The first one, it looks like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a Solrock, even though it doesn't really look like him. But it's just a ball with little, I guess, little bumps coming out of each side, I guess. And then whenever you deplete his health all the way down halfway, he breaks out of his shell and he turns into that form you can see there. And he also has many other forms, which is like, I think, electric type, fire type, psychic type, and water type, I believe. I don't know. But I mean, he looks really cool. I mean, he changes colors, yellow, orange, pink, and blue. I mean, I just think he looks really cool. Even especially his spinning eyes. I think that's a really cool feature to add. And he just looks like a floating orb of elemental stuff. Number 8. On number 8, I chose Cosmo. I mean, just come on. Look at this guy. He looks so adorable. He just looks like a floating puff cloud of just universe. He just, I don't know, he looks really cool, and look at his face, his cheeks and stuff, and he has that I guess kind of halo going around his head. I mean, I can't really find anything that I don't like about Cosmo. He just looks really cool. And especially in the game, you know, you can't go wrong with Cosmo. He's always jumping out of Lily's bag and, you know, getting on everyone's nerves. But you know what? He's a cool little dude. Number 7. Okay, on number 7, I chose Mimikyu. And for my list, I probably would have chosen him as number 1 because he is my favorite Pokemon of the Alola region. But like I said, I don't have them in any specific order. I'm just throwing them out there. So, Mimikyu. He has a really sad backstory. His backstory is that he disguised himself as Pikachu because nobody loved him, and he wanted to be treated like a Pikachu. He saw how many friends Pikachu had, so, you know, he wanted to be treated, he wanted people to love him. So he disguised himself as one of the most iconic Pokemon ever, and he uses that to get people's attention. So Mimikyu is a ghost type, and he has a really good moveset. He comes in handy a lot, especially when the enemies get a first hit on you, and he uses his Pikachu outfit as a decoy, so you take no damage at all. Number 6. For number 6, I chose Salazzle. And the reason why is because, I mean, just look at that thing. It's like a dragon lizard fire type thing. I mean, just, it looks really cool, especially the designs on its chest. Now, one thing about this Pokemon is that in the game, when I tried getting it, I got a Salazzle. I mean, not a Salazzle, the first evolution, a Salandit. And I evolved it all the way up to 33, and then I used my rare candy to evolve it, and it stayed this first evolution. I was so confused, and I looked it up online, and I realized that you have to have a girl type Salandit. And I mean, I didn't know that. I don't really check what gender my Pokemon are. So I found that out, and I was just devastated, and I threw them in my PC because I didn't even want to use them anymore. So maybe later on I'll just go and find a female Salandit and evolve it into Salazzle. Anyways, back to Salazzle. Salazzle looks really cool. It has a moveset of ghost type moves, fire type moves, and poison type moves, which is very awesome against fairy types and water types. This Pokemon has very awesome stats. And it is, in my opinion, one of the strongest Alola Pokemon in the game. Number 5. Coming up on number 5, I chose Arachnid. Now, one thing about me is that I hate spiders. I have a humongous phobia. I have arachnophobia. And you know, this guy, he just looks really cool. I mean, he literally looks like a freaking astronaut with that thing on his face. He looks like a space Pokemon. But I mean, just he looks really cool. Like, you can see his eyes and his fangs and stuff. And especially those little balls on the joints of each leg. I mean, I think that he has a really cool design. Number 4. On my number 4, I chose Wishywashy. Wishywashy's school form looks amazing. It's just a giant fish, and it looks like it's made out of other fish, which is pretty much what it is. Now, I think this guy looks really cool just because of how you can see on each fin, you can see like the fish tails, or you could see in the eyes, you can see a little fish swimming around. Also, even his first evolution, I think that looks really cool. I don't know, for some reason his mouth, it kind of looks like, he looks sad, he looks really depressed. And I don't know, I just think he's really cool, especially when you fight him on your trial. He was really easy for me because I had an electric type Pokemon, so you know, I destroyed him pretty fast. But I mean, I tried to catch him in the ocean, but I could not catch him. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this guy was on Finding Nemo, when the school of fish turned into Marlin. I thought that was so hilarious. But this guy is really cool, and you know, I really recommend getting one of these guys because they're pretty strong. Number 3. On number 3, I chose one Pokemon that has 4 different forms, and if you guessed it, it's Oricorreo. This Pokemon is really cool. It has 4 different forms, which are Fire type, Psychic type, Electric type, and Ghost type. Now, out of all of these, my favorite one has to be the Ghost type, because you know, my favorite color is blue, and it's a mix of blue and purple because it looks really cool. But you know, the Fire type one looks really cool because it looks like a flamenco dancer, or it looks like yeah, flamenco dancer. I think that's what it's called. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like, and it looks really cool. And the Psychic type just looks like a hula dancer. I mean, that one's okay, but I mean, I still love its other forms. And the Electric is just a cheerleader kind of Pokemon. These Pokemon are really cool. I mean, it was really awesome running into the Fire type in the wild because I saw it, I was like, whoa, I gotta catch that. I haven't seen the Psychic or Ghost type, but I ran into an Electric and I caught that one. But I want to catch every one of these, and because I think they just look really cool and they're really unique. Especially the Ghost one, it looks like it has fans on the tip of its hands. See what I did there? Fans on hands. Forget it. And it also looks like it has, I guess, 2 chopsticks in its hair, you know, like Chinese dancers do. And you know, the Electric type looks like it has pom-poms on its hands, like a cheerleader. The Psychic type has a hula skirt, and the Fire type looks like it has those clicky clam thingies. I don't know what they're called, but those. So yeah. Number 2. On number 2, I chose Popleo. Now, Popleo has to be one of my favorite starter Pokemon behind Froakie. Water type Pokemon have always been my thing. I really love water types. So Popleo is just adorable. Look at, he's a seal, and he has, you know, a little ball nose and his little ears and his giant hands. I think he just looks freaking adorable. And I mean, especially his evolutions. I like Brionne a lot, or Brionne, however you pronounce it, and I also like Primarina. I think they look really cool, but you know, I also like Rowlet and his evolutions, and Litten. I don't really like Litten's 3rd evolution. I don't know what it's called. Pyroar, I believe. But Popleo is one of my favorite starter Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise. He is really awesome, and I have him at level 50 something right now on Pokemon. Number 1. Number 1 on this list, I chose a Pokemon that a lot of people, you know, really like, and that Pokemon is Stuffle. He looks adorable. You can't deny that. He looks adorable with his ears that look like butterfly wings, and his little brown paws, and his mouth that looks like a V. He just looks like a small, adorable, friendly little bear. He's really, I don't know. There's nothing I can say that I don't like about him. Well, now that I mention that, his 2nd evolution, now, that thing really creeps me out. I have no idea why, but he is really creepy. Have you seen in the game his idle stance? He's just standing there completely still, just staring at you. Like, not even moving at all. And have you seen in the anime, in the Pokemon anime, he's like trying to kill Ash. I don't know. It's just, he really freaks me out. He looks like he's gonna like devour me any second now. But anyways, my list: Turtonater, Minear, Cosmo, Mimikyu, Salazzle, Araquanid, Wishywashy, Oricorreo, Popleo, and Stuffle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see another list like this for Pokemon or for any game franchise, please leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and comment on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. Also, turn on your push notifications so you can get notifications whenever I upload a video. Thank you and goodbye.